A horse is a horse, of course, of course.
No one can speak to a horse, of course it is, unless, of course, the horse is the famous Mr. Ed. Go right to the source and ask the horse. He'll give you the answer that you endorse. You're always on a steady course. Talk to Mr. Ed. People go yakety yak the street and waste. Hold on, I got a call. Cut! This is totally full.
Waiting for Mr. Ed to come back, and we're going to be talking with Mr. Ed in just a moment, along with doing some more traveling around the summer conference mecca, known as the hotel. And look who just came in. Okay, ready? Ready? Let's see if Mr. Ed's home. You home, Mr. Ed?
Yes, Woody, I'm here.
Yeah.
Oh, I got another call. What? Hold on.
Well, wait a minute. I think Eddie's going to get it.
He's gonna get it. John, please try not to laugh. This is serious stuff here.
So, Mr. Ed, what's new? Since
Not
I last
much,
saw you in the
not
late
much,
60s,
I
what
tell
are you
ya.
doing now? It's funny to find you here. in
Please don't
Loyola.
spit all over me. You know, take a long time to get this fur nice and soft and supple. You know how it is.
What's it like being an out-of-work horse, Mr. Ed?
Well, it's great being out the stud. I have lots of fun, John. Of course, then again, you wouldn't know about that, would you?
No, that's right. That's right. I kind of like this. This is like the same little setup that you had when you're on that famous television show.
Yeah, when me and Wilbur were together, we had a blast on there, I tell you. Oh.
So what kind of work are you doing here, Mr. Ed?
Well, just basically answering the phone, you know, and because I used to be able to answer the phone on the show. You remember that, don't you?
Yeah. How about glue? Are you working with glue at all?
No glue. No, that's too much a sticky business, you know. Get wrapped up in that business and you had it.
Now, you know any trivia questions from that great series?
No.
Who is Mr. Ed's voice?
I really don't know, to tell you the truth. But I know, you know who played Mr. Ed?
No.
Mr. Ed. That was his real name, Mr. Ed.
I didn't know that.
Isn't life wonderful?
Life is wonderful. Mr. Ed, any words of advice do you have for us as we about to disembark?
Well, you know, one thing I always have to say, a thing I've lived by. It's nice to be important, but it's more important to be a nice horse.
Okay. Mr. Ed, thank you very much. Nice to see us. Give us a Wilbur for us.
Oh, Wilbur.
And we'll see it. Why don't you go on back in and close the door? There he goes. There's, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Ed closing his door with his hand, not his head. And he's going to have to answer the phone. Once again, that's the famous Mr. Ed working at Mertz Hall as a switchboard operator. Just amazing the things you find at the summer conference mecca known as Mertz.